Hey YouTube, excuse me. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm excited today. City Beauty lip oil, of course, and we're getting down to the very bottom. Well, we are at the bottom, but we are scraping. This maybe has maybe a week left. I'm excited today because we're going to do a look with the Glam palette, and I don't remember if we've done a halo look with this palette, but we're going to do that today. So we're going to be using some of the browns and popping the lighter shades like on the sensor. And I will talk more about why I do my halo looks the way that I do as we're doing it. I'm taking out mascara and a Lancome Sills Booster out right now so that I don't forget. We're going to also take out Skip the Wait List, and let's do a blue for inner rims. And so this is actually a green, and I dropped it. That was actually blue. What is this color? Stay the Night Glider Dye. I dropped whatever color. I'm trying to make a mental note of where it is because later I'll be like, where is it? We're going to do the brows, and as we're doing the brows, we're going to do the intro. I'm a little punch drunk. I am sleepy. And so sometimes when I get sleepy, Fenty Brow Pencil, I get very serious. Sometimes I get like seriously silly. And other times I just get like just really quiet, but I'm feeling kind of silly right now. I still cannot find where my little pair of cuticle scissors are, the ones that I use to trim my brow hairs that are taller than the rest of them. I do have a set in my cart, but it's like I know they're here somewhere. I know they're right here at my station. Because everything at my station is right here at the station. So we're going to do the intro. Hello and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why do I call it that? Crazy concept. Know that it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will have the audacity to tell you who and how you should be. Like, get your own life. Why are you all up in my world? Anyway, so I'm just here to let you know, crazy concept. It's okay to be your authentic self, regardless of what people may say. Like, you live your life in a way that is satisfying to you. And if there's something that you want to change about your life to be a better you, let that be for you. Be a better you for you, not change to be what somebody else wants you to be. And the troll part is accepting our natural features. We embrace them. We embrace our natural features. We enhance them if we want to, when we want to, but never feeling like we have to. Listen, love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. Know that you are together when you wake up in the morning. I hear it often in videos or like in comments to something. I don't feel put together until I put on mascara and lipstick. And I'm like, girl, you are together. What are you talking about? Like, who told you that? Try not to, I'm not going to say don't because you can, but try not to base your worth on something you can put on and take off, because you're you, even without that thing. You know what I'm saying? And so just love yourself, wear what you want to wear and just rock it. That's what being a troll is. So here, a troll is a good thing. Wear what you want to and just rock it. And even if you're not wearing makeup, excuse me for stammering, just know that you're an amazing person. You know what I'm saying? And it is very freeing to not only know that, but to live it as best as you can. All of us are works in progress. If anybody says that they have arrived, run, honey. Run. Run, honey. But just be yourself. Rock what you want to rock. You set your own standards. Two things about me. Sometimes I curse because sometimes I curse. And there's an organism named Bruce that lives in my throat that likes to randomly hiccup, gurgle, and belch. I try to be aware of him to say excuse me, because even for a troll, y'all, that's bad behavior. So I do think my brows are just y'all think they're just about done. Brows are sisters, not twins. And these are kind of like what natural brows look like. And I did just go along my natural hair where I have hair, because my tails, I don't have hair, because I overplucked so I can try and get my tails even. Yeah, so this is all we're going to do to the brows. And if you look at anybody, one brow is here and one is over here, one arch is higher, one is lower. And I think that's why people don't notice it, because everybody's is like that. So we're going to use the orange Prime Prometics. What is it called? It's on the back. Brightening, no, under eye brightening corrector. The only thing I don't like about this is that I still need to put concealer on top of it, and particularly this area, after like 4 or 5 hours, it starts to look a little cakey. So that I don't like about it, but I do like how it looks under my eyes with once I put the concealer on it, because then it does actually look like my skin, and I'm just like, oh. And so a little hard piece came out again, so we're just going to work around it. It's unusable. It did that last time I used this, so like, well, actually earlier today, because before I went out today, I used it. So I'm like, why is it already drying up in here twice on the same day? So I'm taking a little bit more, and then a little bit more. Oh, pumped out too much. I do really enjoy putting extra moisture under my eyes before I put on concealer, because y'all see I have gorgeous bags. I had this amazing, well, this one amazing bag, and I have these gorgeous wrinkles, and I own them. I love them. It's part of who I am. We're also going to put some of this brightening eye cream over our disrespectful mustache area, since that's where we're going to put the corrector. And I could just do primer. Usually I do just do primer, so I don't know why today I'm just using the brightening eye cream. Does it brighten? I don't know, because I only use it before I put on concealer. Sometimes during the day, like earlier I said, I put it on before I went out, but I don't do it enough just to see, like, is it doing what it claims to do. So we're gonna, I was gonna put on the concealer, so we're going to take out another Real Techniques number 210. And so we're not going to use the same one for concealer, or maybe, no, we're not. So we're just going to dab just a little bit. A little does go a long way. It really does. And it's hard, it's easy, excuse me, it's easy to go overboard. And yes, it looks like a bruise right now. Trust the process. Trust the process. This video is from Michelle, because she likes my long form videos, because I know I have been doing like 25-minute, 30-minute videos, where when I do the whole face, usually it's 45, 50 minutes. And so I can see how on this side it is neutralizing it, but it's just right here where it still looks dark. But down here, like, this is blending into my skin, which is what I have been led to believe correctors are to do, is that you put it on, and whatever color you're concealing, then it just looks like your skin. It doesn't look like you have a salmon color on there. It doesn't look like you have a red color on there. It doesn't look like you have a green color on there. But the idea is that it blends into, it'll neutralize that color, and then it just looks like it's your natural color. You know what I'm saying? And so that was one of my things with correctors before, is still needing to put a concealer on top of it. You know what I'm saying? And so, but this, it looks like I'm a little sleepy, and I am. So we're just going to take a little bit more. We're just tapping, and we're going to put this here. I don't know what color to use for this shadow area, because there is no hair here. And with correctors, you're correcting the color of your skin, but I'm not covering the color of my skin. I'm covering the shadow, which is on top of my skin. So like, I really, I don't really know what to do about it, because a lot of stuff I try, it doesn't work, and it'll look good for a little while, and then it won't. And so, you know what I mean? But I do like how this looks once we put concealer on it. So we're going to put our 3 dots like we normally do. I think I'm going to do foundation and then put the, no, let's go ahead and just put the corrector down here as well. And we'll see. Because I honestly forget what it looks like before that. So we're going to take a clean one with nothing on it to pad out the concealer. I do really like this for my under eye area, which is what that corrector is for. It's called Under Eye Brightening Corrector, because this does blend out with the concealer. to look like my skin, because sometimes, usually with just the concealer, you can tell, like now there's a bright spot right there, whereas before I put the concealer on you couldn't. But then when I lean back though, lean back, it does look like my skin. So yes, I am still very much learning this process, and it's ironic because on other people I can match them like that, and on me it's just like, what the hell? What the hell? And so you see how this is blending just into my complexion. Like, I really like this. But then, as I said, this area here, it does start to look cakey after like 4 or 5 hours, because we have on the corrector, and we have on the concealer, and then we're going to put on foundation. And even though we do that under the eyes as well, I put less foundation under my eyes. And so this, I could still see it, but a lot less. And I don't put too much effort into it because, you know, it is what it is. We accept our features here, and I have a disrespectful mustache area, so that's what we're working with. That's what we're working with. Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. And I don't know when. So I didn't even put a label on here because I do use it up within 12 months. And so I don't even bother putting a label on certain things because I do use them up way before the PAO of 12 months. And this is the Fenty Luminous Foundation. I should have put something over here. Do as I say and not as I do. Don't pick your face. The core is still in there. And I see that little white dot in the middle. But it's not ready to come out yet. But don't pick your face. I know I picked mine. I know. Do as I say and not as I do. How come I can't get this stuff back in here the way it was? I don't know. But let's make our soup with the primer and the foundation. And this is a full coverage foundation, but it does not feel heavy on my skin. And I know a lot of people don't like full coverage foundation because they don't like feeling the makeup on their face. And I don't know if I just don't feel it, or is it just not thick. And you saw when I poured it. And I do want to use just one pump. Mixed with the primer, I can do one pump of the primer, one pump of the foundation. If I do just the primer on its own, I need like 3 or 4 pumps. If I do the foundation without mixing it with the primer, I need like 3 or 4 pumps. And so I do like that it does thin it out in a way, and it still gives me coverage, as you see. And I use less of the primer and the foundation when I do that. I do not remember when I started doing that, but I don't know. I really don't remember when or why I started doing that. But I really like it. Like, I really like how it looks. So 1 pump of primer, 1 pump of the foundation, and so we're just tapping the brush, bouncing the brush, pouncing the brush, which is the technique that people use with sponges. And I know I talked about that in a previous video, and people say I have to use a sponge with foundation or I get streaks. But yeah, if you're just going like this all the time, you may get streaks, but you see that I don't do that. And even sometimes I'll swirl up here, but then I'll still go back and just kind of bounce it. And it does blend. Well, you see my face. I don't need to tell you what it does because you see what it's doing. You know what I'm saying? So when people say things, look at what they're doing, because what they're doing may be the reason why they're having the concern that they're having. So when I hear people say that, oh, I have to use a sponge or I get streaks, I'm like, I don't use a sponge. I never get streaks. But then I really paid attention to what they were doing. But it goes back to wear your makeup how you want to, do what you want to do. I'm thinking to... That orange looks really good under there. I am really digging this. I'm thinking to not do my base face until afterwards. But you know what? We don't get fallout from this palette. Let me go ahead and powder down. And I didn't take out face brushes. So we're going to just take out our usual Sigma F43, F11, and F03, and this is a Scott Barnes brush. This is the one that's tired, y'all. It has this lean. It's just like I'm just chilling. This is a new-ish Fashion Fair powder, one of my backups. I do go through this in, I want to say, like about 6 months or so. The PAO is 12 months. I do put a label on it, even though I do use it within that time frame, because I forgot how long it takes me to use it. And so when this one is used up, I'll know, like, okay, I opened this May 21st, 2026. And whatever day we use it up, then I'll be like, okay, it took me X amount of months. This is the only setting powder that I use, unless I'm using the Mayron or the CC Beauty one when I'm doing a creative look, which is what I call troll play looks. And so that is why I do use it up way before the PAO, is because it is the only one that I use. And the same with my brow pencil, some of my eyeliner pencils. I use stuff up because I don't have a bunch. One foundation open, one primer open, one eye primer open, one face primer open. I'm just tapping with the powder that's in the lid back into the container, and just whatever's in here, so when I turn it upside down it doesn't make a mess. And we're going to use our brush just to clean this out, and we're going to close that back up. So we're going to do a really simple base face today. We're going to use our MAC. I feel like I just used this, but you know what? Because I only have so few of certain things, it usually will feel like I just used something, because I probably just did. So this is the MAC Studio Fix Sculpt and Shape Contour Palette, and this one is for medium dark to dark skin. And they do have the names on here, excuse me for that glare. Excuse me. So we're going to take this brush, and I think I tend to go into this one for contour, and you can see my contour even without me putting anything there. And so I just follow that line and just come down here. And so it's nothing extravagant. I don't make the fish face and all of that, because I can see my contour anyway. Then I go on the line and blend it upward. I've heard people say don't put your contour on your contour line, because then you're going to end up with contour down here. Well, if you're swirling, then yes, but if you put in your brush on the line and going upward, how are you going to get contour down here? So again, just looking at what they're doing, you can figure out why they're saying what they're saying. So I never have contour down here, because I'm not going below this line. This is the contour. I put the brush on it and blend upward. Easy peasy. And so, yeah. So we want to put some under here. Starting to get a little bit warm under these lights. It's been really nice outside, y'all. It was 80 today, but it was a cool breeze. I was like, oh my gosh. So I had my window open in my bedroom, had my balcony door open. And, I'm still keeping the fans going so I can use my brand new AC and heating unit, using that just when I'm really like, okay, I'm sweating, this is too much, because I am not trying to have an extremely high electric bill. But it has been working very well. These fans, don't underestimate fans, especially if you put them strategically where they will, like in front of my balcony, when it's cool air, the fan pulls in that air and then distributes it. And also there's a vent above my fan, maybe like a foot behind it, but above it. So when I do have the AC on, the air comes down, the fan just takes it. And so place things strategically. We're going to take this one, and we're going to use this as a bronzer just a little bit back here. And you see we're just going to feather lightly just back here, just to bring a little bit of this color up before we use the shade that we're going to use for our blush from in this palette. So we're going to put that one down. Now we're going to take, moving my brushes that I have right here. Now we're going to take the highlighter brush, and we're going to take the clean side of this one and take this one as our blush. And we're going to just pop that right here, and we're just tapping it on. Tapping it, tapping it, tapping it, tapping it. Some products I do swipe, and some I do just tap. It depends on how the formula works with the tapping, or if I do kind of swipe it or not. And so, y'all, this is just, I like it. We're going to take the highlighter brush. I seldom use this shade right here. We're going to take this one right here as our highlight. This is a matte shade. The only thing that has a little tad bit of shimmer would be this shade that we used as a blush. And when I first used this as a highlighter, I'm like, because I'm so used to them being shiny, well, metallic. But it is there. So this is none, and the light bounces off certain areas of my face anyway. I don't have any product right here except for foundation and primer and powder. But let's put this on to see if you can see the difference. I can see the difference compared to this color that's down here. And so we're just letting the brush do what it does. I have never been a fan of fan brushes. I don't know. So it's this big fan, and then you just kind of, I think because they're always really dense, and I just end up putting too much. So it's user error, because I see people use them, and like they don't have any issue whatsoever. But for me, when I used to try to use them, I'm like, this is not for me. Sorry for that noise. Where were you? I'm putting that back home. I'm going to spray the face with the Scandinavia Makeup Finishing Spray. Looking at where the fan's oscillating. Oh, y'all, that feels so good. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that feels so good. Feels so good. Yeah. All right, we're going to take our eye primer. Am I forgetting anything? Inner rooms. Where's the, okay, the liner brushes, the eyeliners. These are from Matte Connecting Color. No, it's not. Color Excess Gel Pencil Eyeliner. So we're going to put Stay the Night on our inner rims. If this freaks you out, look away, look away, look away, look away. Because we want to put this on our waterline. It does help my eyes not tear as much when I do this. When I do like the bottom inner rim on one eye and then go to the other versus doing upper and lower at the same time. Sometimes they will still tear, and sometimes they won't. But I notice they tear less when I switch sides. So we're going to come back over here and put this on the upper inner rim. I woke up today feeling somewhat okay as far as alertness. Y'all, my stomach, yesterday, by the time you see this, it'll be like way past. But that day in the live stream when I was saying I used that protein mix and my stomach was feeling on the verge of nauseousness, I ate something that next day and my body rebelled horribly, y'all. I was doubled over in pain. Oh my gosh. And so I felt okay when I got up today, so I said, you know what, let me go get some stuff and get my system right. So I dropped off a bunch of packages at the post office. I was going to send them out Wednesday because I am going out Wednesday. But I said, you know what, if I'm going to go to ShopRite, which I haven't been in like forever, I said, let me just drop these packages off at... Did I put that other one away? I'm looking for this, y'all. It's in my hand. So I went to the post office and I went to ShopRite on the way home. And one thing I forgot to look for, I was going to look for a Chobani. I usually get it from BJ's. But the other stuff on my list was like apples, pears, oranges, and grapefruit, because those are supposed to help your system. But then I also got nectarines and bananas and apples, and I forgot I had just purchased apples from Costco a couple days ago. The Fenty eyeshadow primer. And DG ginger beer was one of the things I was to look for, and I was glad that they had them, because I remember back in the day, sometimes they would have it, sometimes they wouldn't. So I don't know if they just restocked or not, but it was a bunch, and so I got two. That has more ginger than regular ginger ale, and so even drinking just like a couple ounces of that, it really does help my stomach feel better. And so I got two of those, one for now, and just one to be here for when I might need it, or if I just feel like drinking it, because I do really like the taste of it. And so when I came back from the store, I drank some ginger beer and I ate some cherries. Excuse me. And and then I didn't eat until like later, because that might have been at like 4 o'clock. It feels like there's an eyelash in my eye. Sometimes when I do my inner rims, it will dislodge an eyelash and it'll go into my eye, or it'll flip one at the top and underneath, and so when I'm blinking I can feel it rubbing against my eyeball, or one at the bottom will flip up. Um, and so this is MAC Cosmetics Paint Pot in Groundwork. And so I'm like, you know what? And my stomach was feeling okay, but I didn't want to overdo it. So I made my usual cucumber, tomato, onion salad. I put some tuna fish in it, some seasonings, Gouda cheese, dried cranberry, sunflower seeds like I usually do. I haven't picked up pepitas in a while from Aldi because they had not been having them the last few times I looked. Um, Maybe I'll look Wednesday because I'll be in Baltimore for a meeting, and leaving where I'm going to be, there's a Aldi, like less than half a mile from where I'll be leaving. So I'll go in here and see if they have pepitas. And so when I make a salad, it's like a meal. And so I'm feeling good, but I'm still not going to push it tomorrow. I'm going to be careful with what I eat as well. But yeah, so today was a good day. I did a lot of lounging. Again, you know, not feeling 100%. We're going to get into this palette. I'm really excited about it. So, we're going to use, this is the T37. And I did have these in my Macari store, and they sat there along with the Sigma E49s. I prefer the E45s because they're thinner, and I don't do the traditional, you know, whole transition shade type thing, but I will use them, and I use them periodically before, but I didn't use them enough, which is why I'm like, okay, let me get rid of these. But so we're going to use this, and I do like angled brushes, I really do, and the one I usually use in a corner is this one, angled bristles. So we're going to create this shade right here. Oh, this is the one where, oh, it says crease. This is the one where they tell you where it's supposed to go. We're going to pop this here. When I do halo looks, I don't like to put the darkest shade all the way out, well, all the way in and all the way out, because I don't know if it's just my eye shape or what, but I just never liked how it looked. And so I'll take the second darkest shade that we're using and put all the way out and all the way in. That's pretty. This is powdery. Not a problem for me. Just tap off your brush or not, and just have on a good primer where the primer it'll stick to the primer. And this is a matte shade. Y'all, I am really loving the tan palette. And by the time you see this, we'll have done our looks 5 and 6. I am really digging that palette. We want to use the pointed side because I want to bring this out here. And I don't think there's primer out there. It is. Because if it's not, the shadow will not stay. But it is going out there, which means there is something there. I did not tap off this time. And so we're going to do the same thing over here. We're just going to use the tip, the angled tip. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So leave it alone, girl, and don't mess it up. This side don't quite look like that. Let's see. Okay. I'm not tapping off. I do get warm here when I'm sitting in front of these fans, and I didn't plug in the fan over here. Excuse me for that glare if there was one. We're going to put this away since we're not using that one. We're going to take, this is a V27. It is something in my eye. I can feel it. We're going to take this shade. This shade here, called Smoke. That really annoyed some people. And it is annoying. Like, how do you want to tell me where the shadow goes? And I think it was an afterthought. Because, you know, this is the palette. This is the names of the shades that tell you placement. And then, like, all of a sudden, there was a second configuration for deeper skin tone. So just move the shadows around where the crease will be a crease for a darker skin tone. The outer corner will be an outer corner for a deeper skin tone. So it seemed like it was an afterthought. I will say I do really feel like Natasha tries, but she still has that bent, not being a person of color. But I believe she does try. Even like with the dramatic palette, you know, for people who are deep dark, is that going to be like really dramatic for them? And you'll notice with this one, I'm not bringing it all the way out. I'm starting it like on the inner part of that first shade. This side looks blended, this side does not. So we're just going to go back and forth. Actually, we'll just overlap. So instead of starting on the edge of that first shade, why is this looking like that right there? Because I did it. I'm going to go back to this first brush. We're going to use the tip of the brush again. And we're just going to do this right here. Because I don't know why in the world I did what I did. Well, now we're up to the brow. So let's go up to the brow. The brush with that second shade, there's like a little indentation like right here. I don't know why. And I know it's something I'm doing. I just don't know like what. You will have already seen it. The next live we do with the tan palette is going to be a halo look. And so I'm like, ooh, so for glam, let's do a halo look too. Just to get me back into the groove, because I haven't not done one in a while. And so I'm excited to do that. This has like a dip right here. And this side does too. So we're just taking this up to the brow. And we are going to put a shade under our brow bone. Why is this not? Is that the right shade? Yeah, this shade we just tapped in. We didn't tap off. It is not. Why are you not wanting to go in there? All right, let's tap it. Tap, tap. Excuse me for that, for this reflecting the light. We're going to take another brush. And for me, my halos, I like when the strip of light is like dead center, but it never really is. So we're going to take this shade down here. And this is a V27. And we're going to put a little bit right here. Just a little bit of love. A little bit. I think I sang that in a live recently. You know what I did? So we're putting this here. And also, actually I'm going to go this way. And then we're going to bring it this way. That's nice. That's nice. And so we're going to do this way. And then we're going to feather this way. Do your halo eye however you like it best, because it took me a long time to figure out how I like halo eyes to look on me because of all the puffiness and the eye shape. And usually people bridge it. I usually don't. Once in a blue moon, if it's a monochromatic look, I'll bridge it. But usually I don't. And actually this is going to be kind of monochromatic, but I don't always like how it looks when it's bridged. And again, I think it's because of the puffy area that I have up there. So we're going to take a clean Eastern V27, and I'm thinking this shade, but part of me is saying this one because I think it'll pop more, or even this one. This one says center eyelid, so does that one. We're gonna take inner corner. I just don't be trying to tell me where to put shadow. So the only reason we're using this one is because it doesn't say center eye. Like seriously, that is the only reason. Like, don't be, that's why I was like, oh, the other one says that too. So you saw I do the strip, and then I will go back and feather to where it's reaching both sides of the color. Don't be trying to tell me. And it doesn't usually reach down here because my hooded lid, sorry for that light. And so then I do have to, well, I don't have to, but because I want there to be color here, I do have to come up under the hood and blend it there. So this is our halo look. I like this one. This one is kind of off-centered. We're going to take the brush that had this shade on it, and we're going to bring this a little further in. Okay, yeah. And we're going to just do the other side just because we did that side. So we're going to bring this a little further in, bring this a little further out, and then take inner corner and put that in the center of the lid. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna take this brush just because, and this side has less room above the lid shades than this one does. What brush was that? Was that the dark brush or the second? We're just gonna just go across, and I'm just bringing up that brown metallic shade just a little bit. That's nice, I like that. So this brush is actually going to be too big, but we're going to use it anyway. No, we're not. We're going to take the brush that we normally use to do under my brow, the Scott Barnes number 60, and we're going to take center lid. Tell me what to do, Natasha. I love a strip of light under, oh my gosh, under my brow. I love it. I'm kind of disappointed that lipstick that I purchased that says it's a warm espresso brown, it looks purplish to me. And someone said that it looked maroon. No, they said it looked burgundy-ish. And so I was kind of disappointed because I wanted a brown lipstick because my previous one started turning. And so, oof, y'all, I like this. We are going to take this as well, and we're going to put it some right here. And we're going to, I'm going to take out 2 of the Fenty. I just started feeling nauseous. I spoke too soon. 2 of the Fenty 220s. We're going to take this shade, and we're going to put that here and here. Oh, good grief. My stomach is, I didn't take this all the way out, which we could because there's no other color over there. Looks like it's something in this eye. I'm going to bring this out. Do I want to do brown on the inner rims? I'm starting to sweat. I'm going to take this one and we're going to go into that center shade, and we're going to put that here in the center. Is it really looking like that? I don't know. I very seldom use the mirrors and palettes, which is strange because I'm sitting here holding it. You know what? I do know why, and I have figured it out before, because I feel like I might be blocking your visual of this fabulous look that I'm doing. I am starting to sweat. I really like this. This had that brown on it. Do I want to do brown for upper lash line? So we used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades. I don't know why I always feel like it's necessary for me to do that. Do we just want to do a brown and just keep it basic? Let's just do a brown and keep it basic. Dip down is a brown. We're going to use that. Or, shoot, I want to pop it. No, we're not going to pop it. Meaning like punk it out using like a bright. What if I did a green? No, let's just dip down as a brown. Let's just keep everything nice and easy. So it's the easy halo glam look for mature lids. And I had asked, what does it mean to have mature skin? And the consensus was, it's just based on age, not really what it looks like. So I guess I have aging skin because I'm in my mid-50s. To me, if someone doesn't look a certain age, if they look younger than they are, I don't consider them having mature skin. Age-wise, it is, but if you don't look like, you know, you're 60, if you look like you're 40, do you have aging skin? And yes, our skin ages, just like our body ages, but to just say something is for something just based on age when it doesn't look like that, I'm just like, make that make sense to me. We're going to do a wing. Yeah, so that was kind of like, I didn't understand it, but then I've gotten used to not understanding things. I'm 56. People think I'm in my late 30s, early 40s. But yet, because I'm 56, I'm said to have aging skin. We can say that. Those trolls are fabulous. Just look at me. So we are going to wipe off some of the lip oil. What color lip? We're going to do a simple look, a simple lip with the simple eye look. I'm wondering if the look I'm going to do, the halo look I'm going to do is going to look like this one. We're going to use MAC lip pencil. This one is chestnut. Chestnuts roasting. I'm not going to sing that again. I sang that the last time I said that. I'm looking at the other colors, but we'll use this one. Yeah, I have a Hangango line. That's this color. Wait a minute. Is this an eyeliner? A long wear lip liner. This is called Above the Line. And so that would have worked too. What if I did a bold red lip? That, wow. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. I know I got quiet. There's still remnants of the lip oil on my lip, and so the pencil is just wanting to keep traveling. Especially over here and like over here. So we are going to blend it inward a little bit. That's nice. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, like seriously, because I almost forgot. Let's go ahead and put the Lancome on. We're going to use either a gloss or from MAC. We're either going to use one of their lip oils or one of their cushions. I think the cushions are the lip oils. Lip Glass Air. Yeah, that's one product, and Lip Glass Cushion High Pigmented Lip Oil is the other. So I'm trying to think of which one to use for that, but I think I want to use one that does look like it has some color on it, on my skin, because you see my lips are different colors. Anyway, I have different pigmentation colors in my lip. Hella Thick from Fenty. This is the one, Slippery. MAC Lip Glass Cushion High Pigment Lip Oil. This is the one like I tend to just take with me when I'm traveling because like it doesn't look like anything. It's just it's a tad shine, and it's described as mid-tone pink with pearl. And it goes with everything. But that's the one I usually travel with. You know, just like running errands or something. Because it does come off because it is a lip oil. And if I'm drinking water or something like that, or if I'm eating a granola bar in the car, it's going to come off. And then I just put some more on if I'm not eating or drinking. I really do like them. City Beauty is what turned me on to lip oils, because I would have never thought, because I was such a chapstick hoe. And now I'm not a chapstick hoe. Now I'm a lip oil hoe. I have 4 of the lip oils, and I have 5 of the MAC Lip Glass Cushion High Pigmented Lip Oil, and I have 4 of the Lip Glass Air from MAC, which are essentially glosses. I'm not even a gloss girl. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was just the packaging or what, but I actually do like them, and I actually do wear them, and when I go places, I take them with me, if it's like an overnight trip. But yeah, I surprised myself, like, girl, you don't even wear glosses like that. I know. So what are we going to put? I think this will look nice. Of course, the dark ones have a little more color. This, not so much. This blends in. This might be nice. I think I want to... This one is aesthetic, excuse me. It's described as deep brown with red undertones. Hi, my name is Dion. I'm a label whore. And this one is Sublime Plum with red scattered pearl. I'm thinking this one, just because this is a neutral-ish type look. And we do have one that's just... You know what? Let's just do this one. Because this will play into the halo look, having the dark lip line and then putting this on. This one is Accolade, described as a golden sheen. This one does show up as a color on me. This is one of the Lip Glass Cushion High Pigment Lip Oil. And this one is Pulse, described as deep brown with red pearl. That's pretty. And it does show up on me. This one, did I show y'all Sublime already? No, Plum with red scattered pearl. I think I did. Did I have you in the wrong place? Because I have the lip glass cushions because it's 4 of them. So I have those in the front, and I have the lip glass air because there's 5 of them in the back. 2, 4, 6. Well, 6 in the back. Wait a minute. What? I'll figure that out later. All right, so we're gonna shake this a little bit. This is Accolade Lip Glass Air. Lip Glass Air is like lip gloss, except it's not. The lip gloss to me are always sticky, tacky. Lip Glass Air are not sticky, and I really love that for that. So we are going along that line to have a blended look. Oh, that's nice. You can see my lip color underneath it, and that is okay. I like this wand a lot because if you look at it, where it curves, can you see the curve? I curve it right here. And the side that's not curved, I use that side for up here. Use it however you want to. But that's how, oh, this is nice. But that's what I do with it. You don't have to do what I do. You seriously do not have to do what I do. So this is the look. I'm taking out the stuff I put away so I can tag them in the video. So this is a halo look with Natasha Denona Glam palette. I am liking the shade. I like this side better, of course. I do think this is a good choice of a lip for this. So this is what we have. I will take pictures afterwards, but or do I want to just do pictures now? So this is, yeah, I took a picture. Right, let's go ahead and take the rest of our pictures. Yes, our pictures are done. So thank you y'all for being here with me. Let me know what you think. Let me know your placement for halo eyes, because again, most people put the darkest shade all the way in, darkest all the way out, and I put the second darkest out and the second darkest all the way in, and then the darkest shade, and then I go in from that, going lighter until we get to the center. But let me know if you do that, and let me know if you always bridge your halos. I usually do not. Today I did, and I like it. So thank you for being here. If you're not subscribed and you keep coming back, go ahead and subscribe. Consider joining the membership. Like the video, share the video, hype the video, all of that good free stuff. Joining the membership, there is a small cost to it, $2.99 a month. And you can cancel at any time, but all the other stuff is free. So please do those. I appreciate you being here. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.